Okay, rate of change. When we're talking about rate of change, we're also going to call it slope, but today I'm going to call it rate of change, and then probably from here on after, we'll call it slope. Basically the same thing, but you're basically finding the change in y over the change in x, and I'll put this all together for you in a little bit. This triangle means change, okay, and you'll probably see it again in science if you haven't already. And this is your y values, and x are your x values. We're probably going to use this formula right here, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, hopefully we'll do it enough that it'll become just old hat for you. Okay, there's going to be a few other things we're going to add to this when we talk about slope tomorrow, but this is what I need you to kind of understand for today. And here is our graph, all right? And we want to find the rate of change. We're going to start down here in this corner and go up here. So basically, what's the rate of change from getting to this point right here? So what I'm going to do is, off to the side, I'm going to put my 2 points, 0, 0, and then I've got another point here, which is 2, 30. And I want to find the rate of change between those 2 points. All right, well, this is an x value, this is a y value, this is an x value, and a y value. So basically, I need to find the difference in the y values and the difference in the x values. And you're like, what about those little 1s and those little 2s? Well, this one's first, so I'm going to put 1s. And this is second, so I'm going to put 2s. And actually, it works whether or not I put them in that order, but I will show you in just a little bit. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So my y values, the y2 is 30 minus the y1, which is 0. x2, which is 2, minus x1, which is 0. So this is 30 over 2. Always, always reduce. 30 over 2 is 15. Okay? So my rate of change from 0 to this point 230 is 15, and here's the thing, the y value is speed, and this is my time. So I'm saying basically my speed per second. Okay? We can get into a lot more information with that, but I think we're going to leave that there for now. Okay? Alrighty. I am now going to erase this just so I have room to show you the rest of the work here. So that's the rate of change between those 2 points. And if you notice, if I were to continue on here from one point to the next, let's do this one in red, from here to here, it doesn't seem to have the same slope, does it? It seems to slant a little differently. So we have a different rate of change. So this point is still 230, and this point right here is 4, so after 4 seconds I'm going 50 miles an hour. So 450. Now I'm going to find the rate of change between those two. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay? Oh, I'm going to show you the other way. So let's just say I put xy, xy. For some reason I wrote them in a different order, and this is 1s, and I called these the 2s. I'm trying to get my little 2 in there. It doesn't really matter. So if I go about it this way, I would take 30 minus 50, and then I go the other way, it would be 2 minus 4. Well, that gives me negative 20 over negative 2, which is 10. So my rate of change is 10 there. Very quickly, if I go the other way, if I go 50 minus 30, and then I go 4 minus 2, I get 20 over 2, which is 10! It works like the same either way. So right here, I have a speed of 10 miles per hour for every second that I'm traveling. So 10, that's my speed for every second. We will get into that a little bit later. All right, let's try from here. Let me erase what I've got here, and we're going to do the next step. Erase all the good stuff that I've got up here. All right, so now we're going to take the next little section, and let's do that in green. So from here, oh, guess I better need a marker, huh? From here to here. All right, that's going to be a different kind of rate of change, but I'm going to do the same process. So I start with 450, and then I end up here at 650. Okay, I want to find my rate of change. I'm just going to write it down here one more time and just call her good. And this is the formula we use. Y2, which is 50, minus Y1, which is 50. You're like, wait, how do I know that again? XY, XY, call these the 1s, call these the 2s. Now I have 6 minus 4, so I have 0 over 2. What is 0 divided by anything? 0. So my rate of change from this point to this point is 0. Okay? Moving on from here to here. Notice how we're going downhill now. We're going uphill, uphill. We're going steady here. Basically, we have a 0, and then we kind of went down. So I'm going to use these 2 points. So I have a 650, and then down here I have an 820. And then I'm going to do XY, XY. It doesn't matter which ones are the 1s and which ones are the 2s, but generally we kind of go 1, 2, right? Now I'm going to go 50. Oh, goodness. After I said I'm going to do it one way. Let me try that again. I'm going to go 20 minus 50 over 8 minus 6. That gives me negative 30 over 2. So now I'm going to have negative 15. So my speed is negative 15. Can I have a speed of negative 15 miles an hour? That's my speed that I'm going, or I'm slowing down for every second that I'm traveling. Okay? So I have a rate of change of negative 15 from those 2 points. All right? Continuing on from here down to here, I'm going to use this point, which is 820. All right, and then this point ends out at 80. Change in the y's, so I do 0 minus 20. Hopefully this is where we don't have to write it out every time. We go 0 minus 20, 8 minus 8. So now I have negative 20 over 0. Don't say the answer is 0 here. Uh-oh. Think about this. If nothing else, type it into your calculator. Negative 20 divided by 0 is this thing. It doesn't work. Nothing's going to work. We have a special term for that. I want you to use the word undefined. Okay, we will talk more about that with slope when kind of all of this kind of comes together, and we'll talk about it for more than one day. So that is your rate of change there. We're going to call it undefined. Okay, that's basically it. That's rate of change in a nutshell.